So this is the 2015 Junior Cert Higher Level Paper 1 and we're looking at question number 6. Two mobile phone companies, Cellulon and Mobil, offer price plans for mobile internet access. A formula in X for the total cost per month for each company is shown in the table below. X is the number of megabytes of data downloaded per month. So here we have the phone company and the total cost per month. So for Cellulon, C of X is equal to 4x, and for Mobil, M of X is equal to 1000 plus 2x. And we know that X is the number of megabytes downloaded per month. Part A says draw the graphs of C of X and M of X on the coordinate grid below to show the total cost per month for each phone company for X between 0 and 700 inclusive, and label each graph clearly. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a little table here. Now I know that these are both linear graphs because the highest power of X is 1, or X to the power of 1. There's no X squared term, so I know it's not quadratic, and there's nothing higher than that either. It's not cubic or anything. So because I know it's linear, all I need is 2 points on each line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to this is going to be my C of X, and this is going to be my M of X, and I'm going to do it for the value 0. This is the X values, and the value 700. So I'm going to take the start and the end of the interval given. So if I put 0 into C of X, C of 0 is equal to 4 zeros, which is 0. And if I put 700 into C of X here instead of X, C of 700 will be 4 700s, which is 2800, or 2800. Okay, so then if I put 0, my X value into, so just to be clear here what I'm doing, I'm taking these X values here and I'm putting them in here and here for each, separately for each company. So for M of X, if I put 0 in there, I get 1000 plus 2 zeros, which is just 1000. And if I put 700 in there, I get 1000 plus twice 700, which is 1400. And 1000 plus 1400 is 2400. So there's my values that I'm going to plot on the graph. So 0 and 2800 for C of X. So here is my graph. I've got the total cost per month in cent going up the left, and across the x-axis here I've got the amount of data downloaded. So this is my X values. So remember 0, 0 was one of the points. One of the points on CX and Cellulon. And the other point was 700, 2800. So over to 700 and up to 2800, which would be here. So I'm going to draw a line joining them. So that's from here all the way up to there. Okay, that's C of X, Cellulon. So now when I go back, I'm going to do M of X, which the X value is 1000, then M of X, sorry, if the X value is 0, then M of X is 1000. So 0 up to 1000, that's the start of the graph. And when X is 700, M of X is 2400. So 700 and then up to 2400, which would be here. And then we're going to plot that as well. from there all the way up to there. And that's my m of x graph. Okay, so that's the two graphs on the coordinate grid, and I've labeled them clearly. Okay, so part B says, which company charges no fixed monthly fee? Justify your answer with reference to the relevant formula or graph. So, no fixed monthly fee, well, that would mean that at the beginning you start at zero, so that's going to be the c of x graph here that crosses the y-axis at 0. So the answer is c of x, or Cellulon. It does say which company, so I suppose we should say Cellulon. And the reason is that, well, the c of 0 is equal to 0. And that means that, so there's no cost if no data is used. Part C says, write down the point of intersection of the two graphs. Okay, so if we go back here, we can see the point of intersection of the two graphs is at 500, 2000. So 500, 2000. That's the point of intersection. Finally, part D, Fergus wants to buy a mobile phone from one of these two companies and wants his mobile phone internet bill to be as low as possible. Explain how your answer to part C would help Fergus choose between Cellulon and Mobil. Well, if this is the point of intersection, this is the point at which the two graphs are equal. So what that means is that at 500 megabytes used, the cost is 2000 cent. So you can see there, 500 megabytes used, the cost is 2000 cent per month. So after that then, if we look at the graph, you can see after that Cellulon is more expensive, but before that Cellulon is cheaper. So that would help him make his decision. So what we would say is, if his data usage is less than 500 megabytes per month, he should use Cellulon because it's cheaper. And if his usage is more, than 500 megabytes per month, he should choose, or he should use Mobil, because it is cheaper in that case. So that's the end of part D, and that is the end of question number 6.